You will listen to an experienced runner on the preparation for a marathon. For questions 1 to 5, complete the notes with options A to G. You only need to write the letter. You now have 20 seconds to look at the questions. Good evening, listeners, and you are now listening to the sports segment. As usual, I am your host, Gina. Please welcome our special guest this evening, Mr. Hanif. How are you?
I'm feeling great, and thank you for having me this evening.
You're welcome. So, Mr. Hanif, as an experienced marathon runner, would you mind telling us the preparation for joining a marathon?
No, I don't mind at all. Well, you need to practice the 4 primary elements of a marathon. You can start small by running for 3 to 5 times a week. When I say run, it is advisable to do it consistently.
Wow, that's a really difficult task to do, isn't it?
No, not really if you keep on training hard every day. Later, your mind and body would get used to it. You should do a long distance run every 7 to 10 days.
I see. Do we need to control our daily food intake as well?
Well, that's not as important as the 2 elements I've mentioned just now.
So, what are the other 2 elements then?
The next element will be speed work. You need to practice intervals and tempo to increase your cardio capacity. Last but not least, rest and recover. Always try to get enough rest after every training session to prevent injuries and mental burnout.
So, Mr. Hanif, what is the ideal marathon training duration?
An ideal marathon training duration ranges between 12 and 20 weeks. So 3 to 5 runs per week is enough, and these runs can be done at a relaxed pace. However, remember not to increase your weekly distance by more than 10% from week to week. This is to avoid injuries.
Well, I guess that's all the time we have for this evening. Once again, thank you for coming, Mr. Hanif.
My pleasure.